Welcome back to another video here on the second channel. We've got a thread on Reddit from redstonehelper, who I should probably give an upvote to. In fact, redstonehelper's karma is probably through the roof. But enough about that. There was a presentation with Jeb at the PC Gamer Weekend event, and he was asked questions about the update Aquatic and told us a lot of really cool stuff about what to expect in the next snapshot, what's coming in the future, and a few other things addressed here as well. And it's all been put into bullet points. So I'm going to read those bullet points to you. And if you'd like to read it for yourself, you'll find a link to the thread in the description box down below. Now, we were also shared this image as well, which I'm going to make larger. That is of the buckets with fish in. So there's going to be this feature where you can scoop fish up straight into a bucket and then put them somewhere else, because actual 3D swimming fish in the water is coming to the game very soon. So the first talking point was about dolphins. Jeb says the dolphins will follow you when you ride a boat if you feed it fish. It will try to guide you to where you can find treasure underwater. They like to jump over things, and they will also items float now. If you drop them underwater, dolphins will like to play with the items. So the language there is a little broken up. I think he's just saying that they also like to play with items which float in water. So if you throw something in there, it will float up to the surface, the dolphin will play with it. That sounds really cool. You can grab a fin and it will pull you along, so you can feed it and then grab onto it and it will try to guide you towards treasure. He doesn't use the word ride there, but it sounds like basically you can ride dolphins. The treasure finding behavior will probably not be in next week's snapshot, but the dolphin will be released soon. So don't expect dolphins next week or this week by now. Dolphins act as wolves, so if you hit them, they would gang up on you. So they can be aggressive as well. Interesting information. Then we got some talk about the phantoms. So about the phantom's eyes in the preview rendering, people pointed out that it felt like it was an Enderman, so we made it even more Ender-like. And then some people pointed out that it was kinda sad that everything is pigeonholed into the Ender something or the Wither something or the Illager something. So we wanted to give it its own face, so we changed the eyes to green. Now that is a classic open development problem right there. Mojang constantly come to us for feedback and suggestions based on, what's going on in snapshots. They make a change and then loads of people go, bro, that's rubbish. I thought that was funny. Anyway, about phantoms spawning in the end, the problem is, of course, that if you're in the end, you essentially just get 1 hour game time before they start spawning, and then you can't really prevent them to continue spawning. So we're brainstorming either things that they will drop that you can use to reset the insomnia timer, if you call it that, or other measurements that you can use to escape them. Now, I like the idea of them dropping an item, and that maybe having more uses than just an insomnia timer. That would be cool. But the reason I think it'd be cool if they drop that item is A, we could farm it, always good fun to make farms. B, you can't sleep in the end, which is what they're getting at here. So if you're in the end for over an hour and they start spawning, they're not going to stop spawning. So they need a way to deal with that. And yeah, I just think more items, more opportunities to make farms, the better. Water mechanics, coral slabs, ocean biomes, shipwrecks, and bubble columns. If you put a stair on flowing water, the flow will be blocked, just like it is in today's Minecraft, but you can put it in a source block and you have both the stair and the source block. We know that already. The coral block that was shown at Minecon Earth had half slabs, but we decided to only go with the full-size blocks, and the half slabs are now only for crafted stone materials. That's kind of interesting. They've set themselves a little bit of rules that they can only be used for stone materials. Then again, you've got prismarine half slabs. Is prismarine technically a stone? I guess it probably is. Then you've got wooden slabs. That's not stone. So I'm not sure if there's anything more to read into that point, is what I'm saying. We will add ocean biomes, so there will be cold, normal, and warm biomes, and then the freezing biomes, so the kelp will be mainly in the cold biome, and the coral will be in the warm biomes. The seagrass will be everywhere. So no mention if that affects how terrain generates, because in the last snapshot that we got, terrain generation in a whole wasn't changed. Like, things would appear where they have done on the map, for time gone by. So the shipwrecks are going to use the strip log block for the masts. They will contain a new special treasure. Could be a new item. Looking forward to seeing what that is. About magma blocks and soul sand being used for bubble columns, we're still trying to brainstorm different blocks to use this for. That sounds good. I'd like to see them have more uses. At the moment, really, it's only boats and items and the player going up and down through the water, so that would certainly be cool. And then on how the game is currently being developed, our team is aiming to do 2 major releases per year. Now that is both good and bad for me. I think I'd like to see maybe 4, 5, or 6 updates a year and have them smaller. That's just my preference. But they are major updates, so big updates like the one that we're getting twice a year. So now we're working on Update Aquatic, and we're planning to do one more this year. So hopefully another one before the year is out. We do the feature now in 2 studios. So in Stockholm we do the Java edition, and in Redmond we do the Bedrock edition, and that is used on phones and Windows 10. We're trying to split the feature development and then port them both ways. Now that bit I'm not so keen on. That sounds like they're going to be developing features in both studios and then crossing over and getting all the features done on the other one, which in my mind sounds like it could lead to a lot of problems. But the main thing is it probably means you're going to have snapshots on the PC and potentially either snapshots on the Bedrock editions, or you never actually see that development. It just gets chucked into the PC edition at the end, something like that. But it could potentially lead to 2 sets of snapshots, which will get really confusing. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Anyway, that's me, a video of me reading a thread on a website called Reddit. You can go there and read it for yourself. If you're hearing me right now, you're probably not going to bother because you just listen to me read it all. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.